robot with my cute little audience. So I was gonna like want chapter 2, chapter 3 so quick, right there, and right, chapter 2. We're gonna be reading chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and maybe not chapter 5 because I don't know. Okay, the otters. The island North Shore had become something of the Roblox gravitates scattered across the rocks were the broken bodies of the dead Roblox. They sparkled in the early morning light, and their sparkles caught the attention of some very curious creatures. A gang of sea otters was roping through the shallow. When one of them noticed sparkling objects, the otter froze. Tried to do a freeze. Stand like a statue. The otter all froze, like frozen. They raised their nose to the wind, but they smell only sea. So they I don't know how to pronounce it right, creep over the rocks to take a closer look. The gang slowly approached a robot torso. The bear quickly jumped back. Nothing happened, so they wiggled over the robot's hand, and the raised others stuck out their paw. It made a lovely click sound on the rocks. The otters squeaked with daylight. They spread out and play with the robot arm and leg and feet. More hands were flipped. Only the other discovered a robot head and the tide pool. And they all dove and took rolling at its bottom, and they spotted something else overlooking the grab site was the one serving criets. Its sides were scrap indented, and a wide gash ran across its top. The otters scraped up the rocks and climbed into the box. 10 furry faces poked through the gash, eager to see what was inside. What they saw was another brand new robot, but this robot was different. What different from the others? It was still in one piece, and it was surrounded by spongy packed foam. The otter reached through the gash and tore at the foam. It was soft and squishy. Squishy! They squeaked as they snatched. As the fluffy stuff shattered up, it floated away. And in all the excitement, one of their paws accidentally slapped an important little button on the back of the head. Slap, slap. The back of the head is where the button it turns it on. Click! It took a while for the otters to realize that something was happening inside the cryers. But a moment later, they heard a low whirring sound. Everyone stopped and stared, and then the robots opened their eyes. Okay, Chapter 3, The Robot. The robot computer brain boots up. Her program begins coming online, and then still packed in her cryos. She immediately starts speaking. Hi, I am Romeo. Until 1340, but you can call me Rose. While my robot systems are activated, I will tell you about myself. Once fully activated, I will be able to move and communicate means talk to you and learn. Simply give me a task and I will complete it. Over time, I will find better way to completing my task. I will become a better robot when I am not needed. I will stay out of the way and keep myself in good working order. Thank you for time. I am now fully active. When it's talking, it's already fully activated. So what? Ooh, Chapter 4. My audience sleeping again. Shh. I had to be quiet a little bit because I had to read a book. Okay, I forgot. Go back to the page. And that's Chapter 5. And go back to the page. As you might know, robots don't really feel emotions, not the way animals do. And yet, as she eats in her crumbles, about the warm balls of light shining down from above, so her computer brain went to work, and she definitely the light. It was the sun. The robot felt her body and knew the sun energy. Each past minutes, she felt more awake when her battery was good and full. Rose looked around and realized that she was packed inside a current. She tried to move her arms, but they were restrained by cords. So she applied more force. The monitor in her arm hummed. Hum is like louder a little lighter, the cord snapped. It means breaks. Then she lifted her hand and pulled apart the crayons. Pull means like pulling, like pushing or pulling, like pulling apart the crayons. I like a hatchling. Hatchling is like in a bird egg, but it's different. It's different than in hatchling. Hatchling is like a bigger one. Breaking from a shell, Rose climbed out into the world. Oh my goodness, look at this picture. Oh my goodness, it's like a boy, but it's not. But it says a girl, but I was so confused. Oh, sorry, chapter 5. Chapter 5, the Roblox grave set. These otters were now hiding behind a rock. Their round head nervously poked up, and they watched as a sparkling monster emerged from the crypts. The monster slowly turned her head as she scanned the coastline. Her head turned and turned all the way around. All the way around. Right at the otters. Hello, others. My name is Rose. The robot voice was simply too much for skinless creatures. The biggest otter squeaked, and the whole gang suddenly took off. They glow off back across the robot's grave set, flopped into the ocean, and raced through the grave just as fast as they could. Rose watched the otter go, but her eyes lit on the sparkling object that's literally in litter the shore, the object. So this part is okay, now time for this one. Looks strangely familiar. The robot swung her left head forward, then her right, and just like that, she was talking. Her very first step, she stomped away from her clients and over the rocks and through the grave set until she was noticing the word Roz Zem lightly inch of the torso. She noticed the same word on all the torso, including her own. Rose continued exploring the grave set until a playful little ocean wave washed over the rocks. The mandolin towards her, and she stepped away again, and then a Guinness was crashed over the rocks. In useful, the entire grave set, heavy water prowled against her body and knocked her to the ground in dramatic solar flare for the first time. A moment later, the waves was gone, and Rose lay there, dripping and surrounded by dead robots. She could feel her own shovel instead the part of her computer brain that made her want to avoid danger and take care of herself so she could continue functioning properly. Her instinct were her to move away from the ocean. She carefully got to her feet and saw that high above the shore, the land was bursting with the tree and grass and flower. It looked lush and safe up there. It looked like a much better place for our robot. She had just one problem: to get up there. She will have to climb the sea cliff. So I'm continuing chapter 6 tomorrow. So bye! And subscribe to my channel if you want chapter 6. So if you want to like this video below, like this, and subscribe to my channel if you want more reading videos. Bye!